Hello everyone, today we learn about derived Sabin's reverberation time formula. Without wasting any time, let's begin. So now we start with the final chapter, acoustic and ultrasonic. Let us take a look at the first subtopic for evaporation time and Sabin's formula. First of all, what is acoustic? Acoustic is the science which deals with the study of all mechanical waves. However, in this chapter, we would be mainly focusing on sound wave and also ultrasound in the next part. Now let us see what does it mean by reverberation. And reverberation is collection of reflected sound wave from the surfaces of the enclosure. Now let's say a single being to sing a particular note at this particular time, at that note ends at the particular times. Now ideally the sound should stop at this particular time. However, since this node has been produced in an enclosed space, some of the sound energy still remains inside the room, and that energy decays gradually with time. Now the time taken for that node to decay below a minimum audible level is called as reverberation time. Now most widely used definition is the time taken for that mode to drop by 60 decibel, and it is denoted by RT60. So sum up, reverberation is the persistence of sound. It is due to the collection of reflected sounds from the surfaces in an enclosure. Now the definition for reverberation time which was this. However, if we will see, the most popular definition is this particular one, which is the time taken for a signal to drop by 60 decibel. In order to avoid reverberations, we use sound absorbing materials, and absorption coefficient tells us how good is that material in absorbing it is a part of sound energy which is being absorbed by the material. Now the definition goes like this: is the ratio of energy of sound absorbed by the surfaces to the total sound energy incident on the surface. Now suppose we have a surface from which the sound reflected, and that surface has the absorption coefficient A and total area as S. Then the effective absorbing area is defined as the product of absorption coefficient and the total surface area. Now this is actually saying that out of the total area S, only a meter square of area is absorbing the sound energy, whereas the rest of area is reflecting the energy, hence the name effective absorbing area. Suppose you have multiple reflecting surface having different surface area and different absorption coefficient, then the effective absorbing area is given by this formula. You just have to multiply the surface area for the first material with its respective absorption coefficient, add it with the surface area of the second material and multiply it with its own respective absorption coefficient, and you will get the effective absorbing area. Now the phenomena of reverberations was studied extensively by Professor Sabin and he gave us this formula. He said that the reverberation time is directly proportional to the volume of the room and inversely proportional to the effective absorbing area. Now this is quite logical because more the effective absorbing area, less will be the reflection and less will be the reverberation. So this is a pretty much logical. Now K is the proportionality constant. and is found out be 0.16 point. Please make a note of this. This is a very important and will be used in many numericals. Now let's take look at the first numerical. This is very easy, and the formula which you see here, you have learned this in previous year. This is extremely easy, but it is asked several times in past few years. So we will just do this as an exercise. You can pause this video and try this for yourself. Okay, I am sure that many of you have got the answer. Let's see what the question asks. They have given the change in intensity of the sound wave as 1000 times its original intensities. So you have this particular ratio of final intensity to the initial intensity as 1000. You have to convert this in decibel scale, and for that you need to use this formula. Now in this formula you already have the value for I upon 0. You must need to plug this in this, and you will get the answer. The change in intensity is 30 decibel. It's very easy and also asked many times in the exams. There is high chance that you will get a numerical of this type in your exams. This is the second type of numerical which can be asked from the particular topic. Why don't you pause the video and try it for yourself? Okay, so let us look at the solution. They have given the volume of the room. They have also given the reverberations time, and you also have the sound absorbing surface of 750 square meter. This is not an effective absorbing area. This is the total area. So what do we have here? We have volume, which is V, reverberation time, which is T, and the surface area, which is S, and we are asked to find out the average absorption coefficient. Seems pretty easy. Let's see. Now I have listed down the earth data, and the formula to be used is Sebine's formula of course we need to modify it a little. Let's see how. First of all, they have not given us the effective absorbing area, so we will substitute that as into S. Now we can take a on the left hand side and T on the right hand side. Now all these values are given. You just substituting term and find answer, and the answer you will get is 0.5, 1/3. Have you got it right?